Welcome to Cloud Dancer Speaks. Well, last time we spoke, I was talking about spirits generally. But I didn't really finish the conversation or the discussion because this is like a pre-warning. It's very easy, like in the war days, people used to flock to every so-called medium that they could find and hold seances to talk to their loved ones, which of course they don't. Put it this way, if you were busy and someone kept ringing you up every 5 minutes and disturbing you, you'd get really annoyed. Well, there's the same effect with those who have crossed over. They have a lot to do. You think you've got a lot to do on this side, but there's other things to do on the other side, believe me. And it would be very, very annoying. So when you think, oh, he's a medium, perhaps he can contact my Auntie Lou or my Uncle Ben or whatever. Spirit is not advanced enough at that stage to connect with you. But if they want to connect with you, they will. How can I explain this? On the other side, your feelings of this world and anything on this world doesn't matter. You're as much interested in what happens on this world when you've crossed over as flying a kite. Your aspirations change. It's like a long distance memory. So, how do spirits connect with you? How do your loved ones connect with you? Well, sometimes a bonding, is it a bonding I can use?
A link.
Eh?
Link.
A link can occur between you and a loved one. When this happens, he or she will not cross over. It will stay disembodied as energy to be close to those that he loved or she loved. And this is what happens. When they cross over and say, oh, I've crossed over, everything's beautiful, I have no pain, it's lovely here. What a load of codswallop. Spirit won't tell you that. And those that have crossed over that will connect with you haven't even been there yet. They haven't been towards the light. This is normal reaction. So I want to put to bed all these fake mediums that are earning a living over the gullible, over those that love those that have crossed over to an extent that they want to believe. So they believe anything the medium will tell them. What happens, of course, is the medium tunes in to the aspirant or the person they're talking to, and he can pick up mental traces. And you'll feed this back and you say, oh, it's Uncle Bill, it's Uncle Bill. No, it's not Uncle Bill. It's the medium. This is what happens so many times. So let's get that clear first. When there's a link, and it's got to be a bloody strong link, Spirit will stay with that person to protect that person. If it's an advanced spirit that's crossed over, they can request to be a spirit guide to the person they've left behind. This is more of a duty than a connection or a link. Now, not every loved one can be a spirit guide. I find animals are more inclined to being the creature that is more intelligent than man. And has certain precepts that it lives by. The word Yamani is a strange place. It resembles Earth. It resembles the environment you are living in. It's done this deliberately to make crossing over a little bit more easier, a little bit more amicable, so that we can get ready for the next step. Just because you've crossed over, don't see that is the end of ends, or whether you're coming back or whether you're going to the next step. A lot come back. Some don't even get to Amani. They leave their bodies and they re-enter another one near enough immediately. This we've noticed as well. You'll also notice lots of different things occurring with children. Don't dismiss children as unlearned microbes that do as they're told and you know better than them. This is another thing you must be careful of. Because remember, they weren't long when they were in spirit world and they can remember things that you can't. They sometimes talk to their invisible playmates. What they're talking to is spirit. They can teach you. A lot of you that think that, oh well, I'm older now and I'm in my 50s or I'm in my 60s, I know everything. Foolish people. Your brain still thinks you are in your 20s. I don't care whether you're, what age you are, whether you're 80, whether you're 90, your brain does not age. The brain can die from lack of nutrients. That's the only time the brain deteriorates. And a lot of people that are in mental hospitals, they shouldn't be there at all because they are highly psychic. I'm not saying all. A lot of them are highly psychic. Now I was a part of my life, I was a trained psychiatric nurse. And I will tell you now that this is fact. I knew a nuclear physicist who was in a mental hospital. This old man, I should say, was in his 60s. And if your watch broke, it doesn't matter what watch it was, you give it to him and you'll return it the next day fully working. He was outstanding. He'd pull it all apart and reassemble it. Are you going to tell me this man is deranged? No, he's not deranged. He was horrified by what he was doing. It's very easy to put labels on people. That he's mad, he's not mad. He's a weirdo, he's not a weirdo. This comes from conditioning of when we were brought up, I guess. There is no difference between one person and another. They are all striving. to survive. As Dark Raven once said, there are two forms of races on this world. There are those that derived from the predatory race of the rapture, and those who was created from the primate. I'm not going to go into detail today on this, but this is how we came. The most powerful thing on this earth is the formless ones. But I'm not going to go into that too, because it's way beyond what you know yet.
It's too highly advanced.
It's too highly advanced. Yeah, I agree. But very, very powerful. Now, we've had two people on site who have asked for help. One is for a child. Oh, what's the name of that child, love?
Oh.
Was it from Moonlight?
No, it wasn't.
Who was it from?
Donna.
Okay. One of our sisters online, Donna. There is a child that...
Her granddaughter.
Her granddaughter is very sick.
She's only got a cold and a cough.
Yeah.
But her mother has got a fever.
She's got a cold and cough and the mother's in fever. So all of you out there, I ask for you to help us to bring this child back to full functioning ability, and for the mother to be brought back to full functioning ability. This is imperative. The other one is for another sister of ours, and I forget what relation.
Her cousin.
Her cousin. Betty, is it?
Betty.
Yeah, Betty. She's in a coma. The doctors don't hold much hope for her coming out of it, but I don't believe in miracles. I do them. And I believe with all our help together, we can bring her out of this coma. She probably doesn't want to come back because she's seen the horrifying things and she's seen the beauty of the other side. She'll feel she doesn't want to come out. But it's up to us to work on this and bring her out. These are the two main factors we are working on. Now, it's so very hot over here at the moment. What's the temperature? 22?
No, it's 18 today.
18 degrees. It was hot yesterday. It was
22 yesterday.
22 degrees yesterday. That's Celsius. Which is bloody warm. But let's not complain. Do you know, we've got a habit of doing this. We complain.
The storms on the way.
Eh?
The storms on the way.
There was one last night. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh,
But we have a good idea where that comes from.
14 minutes have passed, Dad.
So, I've been told I must go. Look after each other. Take care of each other. And remember me, Dark Raven One, Little Buffalo, and all those in this family are here for you. Don't ever think you're on your own. You're not. If you want help, drop us a line. Get on your computer and just tell us what you want. Namaste. Om Shanti.